Aita for telling my brother he got exactly what he deserved when he pushed his girlfriend away for being a gold digger. My brother is a very hard-working man, and at 27 he is now very wealthy and doing well for himself. He's been with this girl for 6 months, and throughout the time we have gotten close because we both like hair, makeup, and shopping. I never knew there was anything wrong with their relationship except when she texted me last week saying she would love to hang out but thinks it'll be inappropriate because her and my brother broke up. I asked her why, and she said she was sick and tired of auditioning to prove she was with him for the right reasons. She went on to say that my brother is paranoid she's after his money, so he would test her like one, leaving out his bank statements on their bed and getting upset when she picked it up too. Going out to eat at high-end restaurants he requested, and leaving his wallet on home at purpose to make her pay the bill and prove she's not going out with him for money. 3. Never buying her gifts and questioning her when she asks why he doesn't. I was shocked, so I had to hear my brother's perspective. We spoke and he told me everything she said was true and that there's nothing wrong with making sure his girlfriend is with him for the right reasons. He said he left his bank statements on the bed and was peeking through the door to see if she would be curious, and when he saw her pick up the papers he knew in his gut she was using him for his money, so he set up the restaurant idea to see if she would get upset at paying a $500 bill, which she was. Asked him if he thinks her being an elementary school teacher could have contributed to her being upset at a $500 bill at a restaurant he wanted to go to, and he said no. He said the straw that broke was when she asked him why he hasn't bought her a single gift since they've started dating, when she bought him a gaming console and new rims for his car, and he knew she was just discreetly asking him to buy her an expensive gift. He confronted her and said he thinks she's with him for his money, so she said let me do us both a favor, and dumped him and blocked him. He's upset about the gold digging bitch, and when I laughed he called me an asshole. He said I would never understand what it's like being a rich man and being used, and I get that concern, but I told him if he thinks any woman will be okay with his tests and auditions he's delusional as hell. If he doesn't want to be used for his money he should start dating people as wealthy as him, or leave lower income people alone if he's not going to be genuine in his relationships unless they pass his test. I could be a millionaire and I'd still be pissed if I had to pay $500 for dinner. He's very delusional for thinking people would be okay with those tests. I feel like nothing she could have done would have stopped his thoughts of her. NTA. NTA, it kinda sounds like he's a gold digger tbh. Testing her would be taking her out to eat and getting separate tabs, not making her pay for everything, and leaving his bank statements on the bed and getting pissy that she looks. Hello, everyone looks at papers just left on their bed. Heck, all of her reactions are normal and he's just acting like a brat. NTA. He sounds awful. I can't imagine why any woman would want to be with him with that terrible personality. I'm going to treat women I date like garbage, and if they break up with me, I'll know it was because they only wanted my money. What? It's like the old if she floats, she's a witch, burn her, but if she drowns, oops, my bad. Your brother's tests are flawed. 1. Leaving out his bank statements on their bed and getting upset when she picked it up. Papers on the bed, let me glance at them to see if it's relevant to me, and if not, put them out of the way. 2. Going out to eat at high-end restaurants he requested and leaving his wallet on home at purpose to make her pay the bill and prove she's not going out with him for money. If he wanted her to buy dinner, go somewhere she can afford. No teacher I know would pay $500 for a dinner. That was his biggest asshole move. Edit, wasn't done. 3. Never buying her gifts and questioning her when she asks why he doesn't. He bought him a gaming console and new rims for his car. Your brother is a massive asshole. The items she got him as gifts are not cheap, so I don't know where he gets off saying she is a gold digger. If anything, sounds like he is. NTA. All of this, from what it sounds like, he's the gold digger here, regardless of how much money he has. That poor girl. I'd suggest if you like her enough and still want to be friends with her, it's fine. Just stay away from your brother when you're with her. Aita for calling my grandma by wrong name until she gets my name right. This has going on since forever, so decided to do something. I'm 16 meters, half Mexican from my dad's side and my mom's side is Scottish. NGL most of my mom's family is high-key racist and has been problems sometimes growing up. My grandma on my mom's side never liked my dad and was happy after they divorced when I was 7. My name's Emiliano and my grandma always complained how hard she tried to change my parents' minds and it's a shame I got stuck with it. I'm actually proud of it. My dad told me about the revolutionary I was named after and their history. But literally my entire life my grandma refuses to say it. She says it's too many syllables. I got a cousin named Alexandria and they say the whole name, and always came up with her own names. She says Leo or once tried to get everyone to call me Elliot as a nickname for a while. Obvious my mom's family was for it but my dad refused that cause it's not my name. It's always the same thing when I see them. She'll call me Leo or whatever. Even when I correct her she says it's not a big deal and keeps calling wrong name. I told my mom I don't like it but she always say I'm just not gonna change her mind and no point in fighting it. So I decided if she not gonna wanna call me by my actual name and not gonna call her grandma or say her right name. Is stupid I know but it's bothering me more that she don't care and all my other cousins she says their name's fine. No nicknames. Her name is Susan so I decided to call her Sandy. TBH I was scared to say it but that look on her face was worth it lamau. It wasn't surprise Pikachu face but it was close. She said that is not how I address her and it's grandma. I told her N.I''M.M.A. Call her Sandy from now until she says my actual name. It got awkward. My mom was serious and my Jme got super red in the face. She started ranting about me being a fucking disrespectful child and this is all my dad influencing me again. My mom told me I need to apologize immediately but I'd what gave me the balls to not do it. We ended up leaving their house early and my mom didn't talk to me until we got home. She say what I did was out of line and I don't disrespect my elders ever. She wants me to apologize and I'm grounded until I do. Haven't talked to my dad yet about this since it just happened but I wanted to ask if it was being an asshole or was it okay for this situation to insult my grandmother? Adults and the elderly don't like it when they're given a dose of their own medicine. NTA Emiliano is not a difficult name to pronounce and your grandmother's not respecting you when she's always mispronouncing it, so why should you respect her? It's a two-way street, and you don't owe her respect just because she's your grandmother. Good on you for sticking up for yourself and calling attention to her BS. Like it literally ain't a hard name to pronounce. None of my friends speak Spanish and say it no problem. Why not call her Abuela or Abuelita? Sort of malicious compliance like NTABTW but I get you don't want to upset your mum. ETA, tie you /hyasid content for the Evil Cackle Award. Edit 2, geez guys, the awards, y'all are loco, lol time. What would Emiliano Zapata do? Nata, respect is earned and names are important to identity. Que viva la raza. Haha good point, celebratory gesture, Mexico. NTA. She has had 16 years to learn your bow today. I fucked up a name and it's not that she can't. It's a choice. Sometimes your self-respect will seem an affront to others. That's their problem. Aita ruining my friend's birthday party by taking back the cake I baked for her. My friend is quirky. She was never diagnosed with anything but she is very clueless sometimes. I have had to spell things out for her a lot. Few months back, she borrowed a dress of mine. I really love that dress. There isn't any sentimental value but I got it when we were on vacation few years ago. She also loved the dress and one day just transferred the money to my account and told me that she was keeping the dress. I spoke to her but she just told me that doesn't matter as she has paid me. Her birthday was a week ago and her mom asked me to bake a big cake for her. I usually sell cakes cheap, little more than ingredients cost. On her birthday, I went over to her house with the cake 15 minutes before the party was due to start and then decided to talk to her mother. Like I said, sometimes my friend is really clueless sometimes and I was hoping her mom would speak to her and get my dress back. I was very shocked when she also said that as long as I was paid what does it matter. She told me to just move on as it was just a dress and that my friend really liked it. She told me as long the dress was paid for, what am I complaining about? I got really pissed off and pulled out the amount she paid me, just paid me, put it on the table, picked up the cake and left. She got mad and started yelling at me that I was ruining the party. I kept walking back to my house. She kept telling me to give back the cake and that I couldn't take it back just because I want to be petty. I just asked what she was complaining about as I had paid back the money. My friend ended up having a cakeless 16th birthday because of this. Aita here? It was not for sale. It cannot be replaced. End of discussion. He did not have a cakeless party. They just had to go to the store. NTA. You were openly disrespected and stuck up for yourself. NTA for demonstrating a fatal flaw in the family's approach to logic. They're wrong BTW. NTA. She's not a friend I'd like to have. Doesn't matter if she sent you money, unless you specifically told her she could keep it. The dress still belongs to you. Seems like she can't do no wrong in her mother's eyes. I would definitely have done the same thing. If your friendship means anything to her, she will give you your dress back. Natar obviously, but I'm dead laughing at this. They can have the so what? Paid for mentality, but if it comes back on them it's petty. Lol. I would just to get $200 in singles and go shopping in their house. Would collect the TV remote and leave $20 in its place. Grab the laptop charger and leave another 40. Frames of family photos, drop another 10. Handles to their kitchen cabinets, $2 a piece. Apps to all their pens, $5.